If you feel lazy, unfocused, and mentally drained, but deep down you still want to work, grow, and improve, psychology says the problem is not your character. The problem is overstimulation. Hello guys, how are you all? In this video, we will talk about the problem of how to overcome laziness and get our shit done. Let's dive in. Let's start with one uncomfortable truth. Laziness is rarely a lack of ambition. It is usually a brain that has been overfed with stimulation. Modern neuroscience shows that motivation is not willpower. It is a biological state, largely regulated by dopamine. Before we go further, if you want to learn more about psychology of success, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Dopamine is often misunderstood as pleasure. In reality, dopamine is the chemical of pursuit. It decides whether effort feels worth it or unbearable. Research by Wolfram Schultz demonstrated that dopamine spikes most with novelty, unpredictability, instant reward. Now look at modern life. Short videos, infinite scrolling, constant notifications, endless information without effort. Each of these creates tiny dopamine spikes, dozens or even hundreds of times a day. Neuroscience research shows that when dopamine spikes too frequently, the brain adapts by lowering its baseline dopamine level. And when baseline dopamine drops, effort feels heavier than it should. Focus becomes painful. Discipline feels exhausting. This internal state feels exactly like laziness, but biologically, it is dopamine desensitization. Psychiatrist Anna Lemke describes this as the dopamine seesaw. When pleasure is constantly high, motivation quietly collapses. Now here's where real life makes this obvious. Steve Jobs was famous for wearing the same clothes and removing distractions. Not because he lacked creativity, but because he understood that excess stimulation destroys deep work. Elon Musk has spoken about aggressively batching information and eliminating unnecessary inputs, because mental overload kills execution. Even David Goggins, known for extreme discipline, has said something revealing. Motivation comes and goes. What destroys people is comfort and constant stimulation. These people were not productive because they were superhuman. They were productive because their lives were low on cheap dopamine and high on meaningful effort. Here's the core logic. A brain trained on easy rewards resists hard effort. When scrolling gives more dopamine than working, work will always feel painful. That pain is not weakness, it's comparison. The solution is not motivation. The solution is stimulus control. Research shows that when you reduce stimulation before effort, allow boredom instead of escaping it, place reward after work, not before, baseline dopamine begins to recover. And when baseline dopamine recovers, effort stops feeling like suffering. Not because you became disciplined, but because your brain stopped fighting you. You are not lazy. You are overstimulated in a world designed to steal your drive.